Hey guys, I am IBigandscary. I'm bringing you another StarCraft II replay. This time I'm going to be a replay pack because I will be casting the entire weekly clan matchup between Team EchO and the clan dA. So without any other further ado, we'll get into the first of the several matches. I think 4 total, but I could be miscounting. So yeah, into the game. Bottom left-hand corner, we have Crowbar, our Grandmasters player out of Team EchO, and in the top left we have Flyleaf, our probably equally good, maybe not Grandmasters, but equally good player. Flyleaf, our purple Zerg. We are on Whirlwind, I believe, which is a map I'm not 100% familiar with just because of its ridiculous size. However, it does have the supply depots guarding both of the ramps, actually. This one in the raised position, which I think is pretty neat, making this ramp just a little bit more narrow than it's used to. Probably going to fill the same role as the destructible debris that we can see here on the third. Very large map. Even though it's a Zerg versus Zerg, large maps tend to go macro-oriented, so we will see if there is going to be any change up from Crowbar. Crowbar actually accumulating money. Looks like he's going to be going for an early pool. There goes the 200 mineral marks, and immediately the drone does snap on over to become a pool. So a very aggressive build coming out of Crowbar. He's going to need to do some economic damage to make that build worthwhile, because already Flyleaf up to 10 harvesters over 9, but he's going to be working on the other 3. Those 3 popping out now has a more substantial lead on the economic side of things. He's probably going to be going for a hatch in short order, maybe a pool first, probably a pool first if I'm going to be honest. I mean, Zerg versus Zerg is the time to be defensive, because someone's going to be aggressive, someone's going to be absolutely crazy, and you can afford to take some risks, but that type of risk is pretty ballsy. And while I'm saying that, Flyleaf moving his drone down with 300 minerals to throw in a hatch first, we're going to be relying heavily on the size of this map to make it so that any aggression coming out of Crowbar will be delayed to the point where he can actually successfully defend that hatchery. However, unbeknownst to him, the spawning pool has finished. The gas has already begun to be accumulated, and 6 Zerglings are on the way, and those Zerglings are going to be hitting with speed in short order. 100 minerals, 100 gas is all that really takes to get that speed, and the Zergling speed, even in a map this size, can be very aggressive, very intimidating. Flyleaf getting that 15 hatch, 15 pool, I think it was a 12 hatch, 15 pool, something like that. But that just means his Zerglings are going to be very delayed, and with already 6 Zerglings out on the field for Crowbar, they're going to be hitting very, very soon at that hatchery, and I do not foresee Flyleaf going to manage to save this hatchery. It probably will finish. Maybe if Flyleaf is on the ball, he'll cancel it before these Zerglings succeed in actually taking it down, so we can get some of that money back. Crowbar actually running past the hatchery. There goes the good unit control, making so those Zerglings do turn around. The spawning pool will finish in short order, but then you have to wait for those Zerglings to pop out, so hopefully Flyleaf will cancel this. No, he lets it finish, and these Zerglings will, I mean, that's not a lot of DPS represented there, but they've already succeeded in taking the hatchery down to half health. The first round of Zerglings are coming out for Flyleaf, but those 6 are going to be hard-pressed to stop these Zerglings from succeeding in taking down that hatchery. 200 health, 150 right whenever the first Zerglings pop out. They'll be rushing as fast as they can to save that hatchery, but unfortunately the hatchery does go down, and Crowbar retreats, having scored a really significant win there. 350 resources lost to the mere 24, which represents, I think, a single Zergling, or more likely an extractor trick to get out an extra round of Zerglings. There goes another extractor trick right there. Flyleaf, though, is mainlining Zerglings off, and with the queen up, I do not foresee Crowbar managing to get in there and do any more economic damage, especially with the Zerglings positioning themselves on the ramp, preventing Crowbar from overwhelming him with superior numbers or speed. That speed has finished finally. Flyleaf again trying to get at the ramp. Oh, but no, Crowbar pushes past just a little bit farther past him and succeeds in getting a better concave, forcing Flyleaf to retreat to his own creep and the welcoming arms of a queen. At the same time, Crowbar is managing to take his own hatchery well within range of Flyleaf, but Flyleaf has 350 minerals. He wants to get out there and make his own expansion, but he can't even succeed in sneaking past a drone, so he's forced to open up his own natural and hope and pray that his own Zerglings are enough. His own speed has finished. It looks like both of these expansions will be right on top of each other, but Crowbar has managed to close the harvester gap that he had by that early aggression, and is also going to be investing that early gas that he got in the form of banelings. The first baneling mess is being started. Flyleaf reacting very quickly with his Zerglings pushing and getting a very nice surround. Unfortunately, that hatchery gets targeted down and falls, and the drone doesn't come out alive because it's another loss there. 750 minerals gone, and Crowbar retreating triumphantly. That's a pretty significant loss there. The second, oh man, 300 minerals for Flyleaf, the poor guy. And that's just a loss you can't afford to continue to take because, economically speaking, they're both neck and neck. The Queen returning, what looks like with one kill, probably the Overlord that was scouting here, got a little bit ballsy and went down, but man, you can see the production tab showing you that Flyleaf really doesn't have a lot going on. 2 Banelings being built. Fortunately for Flyleaf, though, he's invested quite a lot in Zerglings, and he's got a very intimidating force of Zerglings, 25 over 34. So if the concave goes correctly, if the Banelings do not connect, Flyleaf can absolutely come out a win on this. Maybe just denying that hatchery, but more likely if he gets a good enough concave, just crushing Crowbar's main standing force, and then he'll be a little bit more aggressive and take his own hatchery rather than trying to push down and do some economic damage to Crowbar. Again, Crowbar going for the snipe, getting a really nice surround on the hatchery, but seeing the huge plethora of Zerglings forcing Crowbar to retreat. It looks like the number of Zerglings is continue to rise, 46 over 24, but back at home the Banelings have been morphed. It looks like 2 of them are positioning themselves at the bottom of the ramp. Usually you see them at the top, but trying to be very aggressive with those Zerglings. Oh man, Flyleaf getting way too close to those Banelings, sending out just one Zergling now to try to get the snipe on that Baneling, make it detonate on a single Zergling. Again, Flyleaf pushing in. But the Banelings repositioning very, very quickly, getting a massive blow. And, that's just the coffin that sealed the deal. All of a sudden, Crowbar had a superior force in the form of Banelings and Zerglings. That massive hit, yeah, Flyleaf still outnumbers him in Zerglings, but he's still got 3 Banelings to contend with, and Crowbar had outmacroed him 20 to 16. His economy was going to be just continually snowballing on top of Flyleaf, so he's going to have to tap out, but wiser. He's going to be wiser next time this matchup continues. I guess he's got 2 more matches to contend with. So we'll see if Flyleaf decides to change stuff up. If Crowbar, seeing that his opponent went for a more macro-style build, tries to take advantage of that, and maybe he tries something ballsy himself. Only time will tell. And I will see you guys on the other guest. Bye.